Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Off the Cuff with Rollie and Juli. We are filming from inside the lobby of the Stern Cultural Center on the beautiful campus of the North Dakota State College of Science, the second oldest junior college in the country. And we are here for the premiere of The Boys of Summer, the Daily News documentary featuring the Wahpeton American Legion baseball team.
Tonight's been a long time coming for filmmakers Robert Wanek Jr., Madison Nelson Gira, and Noah Cluton as they followed this program throughout their successful 2023 season. In Robert's own words, The Boys of Summer bring small-town baseball to the big screen. It includes hard-hitting highlights and in-depth interviews.
Yeah, a special group of guys. They compiled a 28-0 record in North Dakota Class A American Legion baseball. Of course, they were the 2023 state champions. The second state championship in 3 years, the other one being in 2021. One of the most successful American Legion programs in the entire country. On the agenda tonight, Joe Schreiner will...
he's the master of ceremonies tonight.
Let's get him in here tonight. Let's get you got to see this. You got to see Joe
Joe's in a tuxedo. Joe,
he
come on in here.
Spiffed up really nice and really the perfect guy for the job. I mean, Joe... Listen, there's a lot of people that have been involved in Wahpeton American Legion baseball, but you'd be hard-pressed to find a guy that puts as many hours in as Joe, and I know this was a special season for you.
That was special all the way through, Rollie. It was just fun to watch these guys grow up, too, and you'll hear it in the documentary. You'll hear it in some of my comments later when I'm up on stage, and it's just a special group of young men. So to finish it off the way they did and the way these two have put something together has been top notch.
Well, take us through, Joe. What can people expect tonight as they start rolling in?
Good question, Julie. We're doing this stuff here right now with you and Rollie here on the Off the Cuff episode, and then at 7:30 we're going to start the Q&A, and I'll interview Robert and Madison and Noah Cluton along with Chris Kappas. I'll ask some question and answers. We got some submitted from the fans, and then that'll be about 15 minutes, and then it's going to be about a 10-minute introduction of the boys, and then I'm going to turn it over to Tara, and Tara's going to introduce the documentary for the Daily News.
Lots of fun stuff tonight.
All right, Smokin' Joe Schreiner. Yeah, he's doubling up tonight. Also co-producing, Brian Watson is here, of course, as well. Looking good, Smokin' Joe.
You clean up nice, Joe. You spend a lot of time in hair and makeup.
Well, he got the haircut, too. I had meant to get a haircut, but I couldn't get in. I go to one of those, high-class, top-notch where it's hard to get in, but... Yeah, so you look great. Look forward to seeing you here in a little bit. Again, that's what's on the agenda. A lot of anticipation leading up to tonight.
I know. It's been fun to watch all of the little teasers that Robert's been dropping on the Wahpeton Daily News Facebook page. And if you want to read some more in-depth stories, Robert has all of his stories listed on the Daily News website. So subscribe to the Daily News, and then it's in the drop-down menu. You can read all of the articles as they follow the post-20 Legion baseball team throughout the season. So we're going to break quick. When we come back, we're going to visit with Robert Wanek and Madison Nelson Gira.
It's premiere night on the Three Borders Sports Network. Welcome back. It's premiere night here at the Stern Cultural Center. Rollie Lipp along with Juli Malk, and we are joined now by co-producers of The Boys of Summer, Robert Wanek Jr. and Madison Nelson Gira. Guys, the night is finally here. I know you guys have been waiting in great anticipation.
Yeah, it's been what seems like longer than it has. So I know we're ready to kind of get this thing shown and breathe a sigh of relief, and once we got to the point where we were very happy with what we'd produced, we're ready to show it to the world.
Any butterflies in the stomachs?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been this past week. We've been looking at this thing a million times and scrutinizing all our work, but at some point you just got to let it go and let people see it, and we're excited to show it.
Well, and Robert, I know you've had a knack for this kind of stuff for as long as I've known you, but this project, this is one you guys really threw yourself into. How many hours you figure you guys put into this project?
Well, a couple hundred hours between us, and then of course you'll speak with Daily News intern Noah Cluten later. He spent 100 hours on the North Dakota Newspaper Association DJ Schultz internship, most of that on this. So he did an excellent job also bringing that digital side to newspapers. So between us, 350 hours, somewhere in the ballpark.
I have to ask, back in the day when I was in college, we were taught that 1 minute of edited video usually took about 20 minutes of raw footage. Is that still the case these days?
Yeah, definitely. We have so much footage that it is, it's hard to fathom how hard it was to put it all together or pick what is this shot supposed to be, right. And, so many different, and some didn't make the cut either, And so like Turner Blofis had said, he wants us to release the 3-hour cut. And we're like, we could have if we wanted to. So maybe 2 years down the line, we'll do the director's cut 3 hours if you want.
Well, when did you guys decide? When did you make the decision to go all in on this project?
I guess the final decision was made in like April or May, I think. We'd mentioned this on the air a couple times, but there was a blizzard that hit John Randall Field May 1st last year. There were snow drifts that were halfway up the Green Monster at the field, and we thought, wow, that's a cinematic picture right there. What about this May blizzard giving way to a summer state championship? So that's kind of where the idea came.
Yeah, and knowing this team was going to be strong going in, you knew there would be some highlights, but then to deliver.
Yeah, I mean, no question that they were going to deliver until there was. So you'll have to watch the documentary to find out where that part fits in there. But they certainly fit the bill, and they lived up to all the hype and then some.
Yeah, and listen, there's going to be more question and answers coming from you guys. Joe Schreiner will visit with these two coming up in the Q&A here in just about 15 minutes or so. We're going to have we've got a number of players that'll be walking through here too. I think Coach Chris Kappas will be here as well. So we're going to let you guys go. We look forward to it. It's we've been looking forward to this with great anticipation for quite a while. I know a lot of people have. Great work, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Robert Wanick Jr. and Madison Nelson Garrett. Noah Cluten is here as well. We'll let you guys roll. Noah comes.
Here, Noah. Hello.
Noah, how you doing, bud? Great to see you. Of course, the son of the great Ned Cluten. We got some great stories too about your dad. We'll share with you off the air. But this had to be a lot of fun with for you working with guys like Madison and Robert.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. It was a long summer, but it was a lot of fun with them. Yeah.
So being the young guy on staff, did you teach the old guys any new tricks?
I would say they might have learned a thing or two, but I did my best. Mm-hmm.
All right. So when did you decide to that you would like to maybe try an internship at the Wahpeton Daily News? And just from reading some of the stuff that Robert wrote, you did some things that he didn't anticipate you would probably be doing when you joined the Daily News.
Yeah, for sure. So from a young age, I've loved cameras and just filming stuff in general, and I thought the sports would be a great place to get in. Everyone's got a sports photographer, and so I thought the video side would be cool to get into. And I love drones since I was little, and that's probably the biggest thing I brought towards the table is flying the drone for a lot of cool cinematic shots of getting in the field and the guys out there playing, and so that was probably the big thing I brought.
So I have to ask Noah, I've flown a drone before. I've had a few mishaps. In fact, I crashed into a telephone pole.
Oh boy.
So did you have to do any special training for that, or are you a video gamer and you kind of had that knack?
Yeah, gamer, I guess I would say too, just with flying them as a kid, the Walmart drones and stuff, and this one just happened to get some good shots for the movie. So
yeah, I've seen a couple of just a few of the snippets. Like I think everyone else has. Robert's been very stingy in terms of
he has
sharing snippets of it. But do you have something you can share with the audience? Maybe one of your favorite shots coming up in the documentary.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, just the winter, the snow shots were really cool. Getting just the big drifts and stuff. And so I would say, the winter shots before and now getting to have the transition being filled with people out in the stands and.
All right, Noah Cluton. Noah, he is highly thought of from Robert and Madison. They speak very highly of you, and we look forward to seeing some of your work here in just a little bit. Thanks, Noah. Appreciate
Noah.
it. Doctor here, 1996 state champ,
Matt,
joining us. Matt, how you doing, bud? Good. So you look forward to this. This is a team you followed throughout the well, not just throughout the this past season, but the years leading up to it, and then to have all this in a documentary like this that you can look back on. This will be a lot of fun for the kids.
Yeah, well, 3 years ago we got together for a 25-year anniversary, and these kids will have a little more memories than we had.
So what are some of your favorite memories from your championship season?
Truthfully, just being around our teammates. When we got together, we hadn't done anything for 25 years, and I had people come up to me afterwards and said, it was just like walking back into the clubhouse. We all got along, just talked about the silly things kids do. And that was, we had a close group that played together for a while, and it was fun. They'll remember that forever.
And it's going to be so neat to capture John Randall Field in this. John Randall Field has always been really cool, but these guys, I think, are going to capture it like none of us have seen before. You heard Noah mentioning the winter shots, the drone shot that I've seen. Yeah. I've seen the snippet of that. I mean, that's pretty cool when you're growing up in Wahpeton. John Randall Field is still one of the coolest fields I've ever played on, and I think that's for a lot of kids. But I mean, when you watch games down at John Randall Field, don't you just want to? That's just so great for a program when you have a historic ballpark like that, when kids are watching games down there and they want to play too, and that's why you've had the success in Wahpeton that you've had.
Have you noticed how has John Randall changed from when you played till now?
To be honest, it's still a great ball field. We participated. We were down there working on that thing all the time when we were kids. Nobody went home until everything was done, and it's still a beautiful ballpark. Yeah. And when we were kids, that's where everybody wanted to play because it was
just
beautiful.
The location of it. Yeah. And the one thing that's been the mainstay, of course, is the fence.
Yes.
The green fence.
The green fence.
But yeah, you look at all the things that have been added, the bullpens and the hitting cages and all that stuff. A lot of pride goes into John Randall Field. So, Matt, look forward to this. This will be a lot of fun. Great to see you. We'll see you inside the Bremer Bank Theater. All right. One of our favorite people, Tara Klostrike, the publisher, the Wahpeton Daily News. Look at she's all decked out. She's all decked out in her Wahpeton Legion baseball gear, and you're really proud of these guys. They put a lot of work into this, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I may or may not have
shed a tear or two
today. Yeah. I'm very excited. This has been a long time coming. Not only Robert and Noah and Madison, but my whole staff really worked very hard on this. Gaining sponsorships, getting this all set up, and so we've been very blessed.
So when Robert came to you with this idea, out of the ordinary from the traditional things that the Wahpeton Daily News does. So what went through your head when he came to you with this?
I was shocked. It took me a little bit, and his last word was, "Well, I'm going to do this with or without you." So, okay, here we go.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. So it's really been an exciting opportunity to grow, to watch Robert and Madison grow. I'll say a little bit later. I've known those two guys since they were young kids. I've watched them grow into what they watching or an idea and a dream becoming this masterpiece, and I'm very excited.
All right. Are there any snippets you can make? Has Robert shared any more with you than he has with us about some of the shots and some of what we can expect in the premiere?
I think you'll all be in for a great surprise. I have not seen the whole thing. I have not watched the whole thing. I want to be surprised too. But there's a lot more behind the scene than what they have let out.
Robert speaks very highly of you. We all speak very highly of you. Keep up all the great work at the Wahpeton Daily News.
Yes,
Tara
thank you.
Klostrike. All right. All right, listen, we're going to break quick. There are some players starting to walk through now we're going to have a chance to visit with, but we're going to break quick. When we come back, we'll visit with those players. Stick around. It's premiere night here at the Stern Cultural Center on the Three Borders Sports Network.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Welcome back. It's premiere night here at the Stern Cultural Center on the North Dakota State College of Science campus. We have a few members of the 2023 champs. Caden Kappas, pitcher and shortstop. Riley Timian played at third base. Cody Hockert, he played all over the place, part of the 2023 state champs. Guys, first of all, congratulations on what has been a spectacular season and a very memorable one. How fun will this to be have archived, something for you to go back and watch years down the road? I'll start with you, Caden.
This is very exciting. I want to thank Robert Wanick, Maddie Nelson-Gira, and Noah Cluten for putting all this together. It was a lot of work, and it's definitely be something I'm going to be viewing a few times in the future.
I just want to say, when we talked about having a red carpet event, I don't know if B-Dub can get a shot of the fellas all dressed up like this, but red carpet event, they went all out. He's got the bling on, the red shoes, everything. Yeah. I love it.
And you know what chicks dig? State champs.
Right.
You guys are
well-dressed state champs.
Riley, do you have one moment you can pick out that might stand out above all others?
Actually, one that just popped up right now, I was thinking about back when we were really young and all of us were playing. Caden here hit a walk-off home run to send us to the World Series down in Alabama, and that just popped up as soon as he said that, so that was awesome.
How about you, Caden? Any special memories?
Well, I mean, I can just follow up with what he said after hitting that walk-off to go to Alabama, but another one that stands out is winning the state championship this year. I mean, that's pretty cool, and then to now have it all be taped and have a documentary about it is pretty sweet.
And, it's something, I've talked to your dad about this, I think, before. You go back in our time, you'd see kids throwing the baseball around with their dad or throwing the getting together and just throwing the baseball around. You used to see it all the time back in the 80s. You don't see it quite as much nowadays, but with this group of kids, you did. This is a group that has been out playing together for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah. We've been playing together since we were little, playing organized ball since we were 10. And even when we don't have a scheduled practice or game, we're getting together and playing some sort of baseball.
Let me ask you, Riley, did you guys act any differently in the dugout, knowing that there were mics, and how often did Coach Kappas talk to you guys about that?
Well, yeah, Coach and Rob would always tell us, just act like you guys normally do. Don't, just because there's cameras here, don't, stress out or act different. Just be you guys, and we did that as best as we could, and it was a little different, I would say, but I think we did okay, fine.
Well, Caden, there'll be some fun conversations at home, being your dad was a state champ, too. That's got to be pretty neat. All right. Well, listen, we'll let you guys get in there, get your seats. I know you guys will be introduced before the premiere starts. Again, congratulations on what was just a spectacular season, and you guys are stacked again going into next year, too. It should be a lot of fun next year, too. All right. Caden Kappas, Riley Timian, Caden Hockert. Riley, anything else you want to add here?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, guys. Chris Kappas is here. We'll let you guys get into the theater, get your seats.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Welcome back. It's premiere night here at the Stern Cultural Center. Chris Kappas and Steve Hockert join us. Capper, congratulations. You went into the 2023 season knowing that you had a great group of kids, some high hopes, but then they go out and deliver.
Yeah, it's they had a bad taste in their mouth from last season. We had a great season last summer, and we got to the postseason, and the bats went cold, and just the game of baseball. And so they came in with a little chip on their shoulder, put in the work, came in hungry, and they wanted to prove something, and it all came together for them.
You know, there's a lot of talk about chemistry on the baseball team amongst the players, but there's obviously a chemistry between you guys. How long have you coached together?
Chris and I have coached the past 6 years together. I would say we coached for 6 years, but we've been friends, I would say, since our boys have been, since kindergarten. I coached a lot of basketball, and I kind of did basketball, and Chris kind of took the baseball side of things, and we decided to combine. I would say it's a great chemistry. Chris and I get along well. I throw a lot of stuff off of Chris, and sometimes he takes it, and sometimes he doesn't. There's no hard feelings that he's the head boss. But we've been coaching for 6 years, and you think we've had 4 state tournaments, championships.
Have you both always coached your kids?
At some level, I would say yes. I did a lot of travel basketball. Chris did a lot of the baseball, and then we combined 6 years ago together to do the baseball. So.
And I know you feel like all these kids are your kids, but it does have to make it a little extra special, though, to have a son on the team.
It does, but to be honest with you, we get down to practice. We're in the games. My sons they're just another player. I mean, I don't coach them any different. But when it's all done, I get that question asked a lot. It's got to be extra special to have your son on the team, and you have to step back a little bit and realize, you know what? Yeah, I'm a dad, and my son is there, but. It's all business when we're on the field, and like you said, they're all my sons, and I love watching these guys grow up from the time they're 10 years old to now, and to continue to watch them as they get older. And I'll be excited the day they graduate from college and start a nice profession and have their own kids and hopefully coach. And I look forward to see what they're going to do, because some good citizens coming up. So
well, it's going to be pretty cool tonight to see your season encapsulated on the big screen that Robert and Madison have done.
Absolutely. The work they put in, seeing their trailers, I mean, it's going to be super cool. And it's going to be something that these guys are going to be able to enjoy for years and years and years, and show their own kids and their grandkids someday. And I think that's what's going to make it real special.
One more question I want to ask you, too. When Robert came to you with this idea, I know how some coaches feel about having cameras, let alone microphones, in your dugout, and having them around all season long. What was there a discussion between you two, or was it a pretty quick decision that you made?
I think we mentioned it, and the initial reaction was, I think this would be pretty cool, but I don't know if I want to do it. Because
I think back to when Chris first talked to me about it. I don't think I understood what this was going to become. Like I remember hearing about it, Chris talking about it. Wanek was going to be around a lot, and it was kind of like one of those things of, okay. And then as the season went on, and he was there every time and talking more about it, I think I finally realized this is going to be big. Right. This will be something that's pretty cool.
Yeah, when Robert goes in, he goes all in, doesn't he?
Yeah, they went in with both feet, and it's hats off to them, because they put a lot of work in. They're going to turn out a heck of a product, that's for sure.
All right, we're going to let you guys get in there. I know you guys will be back in just a couple of minutes on the Three Borders Sports Network.
1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
That was fantastic, wasn't it?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Ned Cluten joins us. Ned, a good friend for a long time. Noah joined us earlier, and I had a Ned Cluten flashback. We've had some fun time on the radio in the past. What did you think?
Wow, that's all I can say is wow. It was fantastic. He's been hyping it up to us at home for a long, long time, and we knew it was going to be great. But it was beyond what I expected. I thought they did a great job.
Got to be a proud parent moment for you as you see your son's name up on the big screen and all of the hard work that he's put into it.
Yeah, what an opportunity for him. I think, I'm just so thankful that Madison and Robert, folded him into it, and, he's got talent. And I think the opportunity for him to still be in high school and take part in such a cool project is just something that he's going to look back on later and really, really be thankful for. I know he already is, but even more so.
Well, I know Noah gets his good looks from his mama, but his brains, does that come from Dad?
Not technical brains, no way. He's just blown us away with the stuff that he does, and he continues to take it to another level. And he could already tell you the next camera that he wants to buy. I mean, he's just all the specs and knows all about it. And so, no, not for me.
Well, having had a drone incident myself, I crashed our drone into a telephone pole, and I was watching his drone work. How close he was, just like even the lights in the field and on Main Street in Wahpeton, like all of the water tower, everything. I'm like, I would have hit all of them. So it's just amazing what he can do.
Yeah, and he loves the FPV drones that don't baby you. Like, I can fly that drone a little bit, but the ones that FPV stuff is like, it all just crash it in a second, right? Because this stuff is boring to him, unless he's filming. If he's filming, then he loves getting the shots and the action. But so it is definitely a passion of his.
Yeah, and what a great passion to have to, that's why we're all here, is to create memories, but to preserve memories like that for these kids. And you look at how many lives, something like this is going to touch, family, brothers and sisters, grandpas and grandmas, and keep people excited about Wahpeton baseball.
Yeah, for sure. And he just loves doing it. I mean, there's so many projects that he's taken on just to make sure that kids have highlights. Other teams, even not just Wahpeton or now Devil's Lake where we're at, but, he just takes on other guys from other teams and says, hey, I did a video for you, just because he loves doing it and loves preserving that work.
It's hard to believe he's still in high school.
Ned Cluten, thank you for all you've done for Wahpeton. It's been great to see you.
Thanks. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you very much.
All right, Ned Cluten. We're going to visit with Chris Campus. We'll do that right now. Welcome back. Chris Campus joins us, head coach of the 2023 state champions, Wahpeton Post 20. Camper, that had to have been a lot of fun for you.
Yeah, how about that? Kind of knew that it was going to be a good product, but that's professional stuff right there, and those guys did a heck of a job on that, and it was pretty fun reliving some of those memories.
It was fun watching the highlights of you, and I tell you, Rollie and I were talking, it made us want to play baseball for you because you're incredibly motivating and inspiring, and it must have maybe brought a tear to your eye watching that on the big screen tonight.
Well, let's just say I'm glad it was dark in there. My job as a coach is to pull the best out of my guys, and they know that I'm going to get after them at times, and you can see it in there, Luckily, I didn't have to a whole lot. We were a pretty solid baseball team, but I'm going to pull the best out of them. Otherwise, I'm failing as a coach, and I'm going to get them fired up and get them motivated and do whatever I have to do as a coach to get that from them, and they take care of the rest. So it's pretty easy to do.
Well, in a good decision, you had to feel good about the decision you made in terms of putting the cameras out there and the mics, and your team handled it really beautifully.
Well, I honestly didn't think there was as much as that chatter going on as there was, but there was a little more than I thought. But in the end, it turned out really good, and it obviously made for good TV. So good stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's something you'll be. This probably isn't the last time you'll be watching this.
Yeah, I said when it ended, I turned to Coach Hawker and said, "You know what? I'm probably going to have to watch it at least one more time." So I don't know when, but We'll watch it a few more times. It's great.
Chris Kappas, head coach of Wahpeton Post 20. Capper, congrats. That was fun. That was fun for all of us.
Fun night.
We're with Jackson Fleeflet and Caden Hockert. What did you think, fellas? Caden, let's start with you.
It was pretty sweet. It's something we'll be able to watch for the rest of our lives, and yeah.
All right, so Jackson, obviously the comedian of the dugout. Do you think of some of that stuff to say ahead of time, or does it just come out?
Probably a little bit of both.
You're kind of quiet now compared to in the dugout.
I'm nervous. There's cameras that you can see this time, and the lights are bright. There's a lot of people out there. Thanks for coming.
Did you guys have any idea, or was Robert pretty stingy with you guys too in terms of showing you what might be in this? Did some of this surprise you, or were you expecting some of this, some of the stuff that was in the premiere tonight?
We were expecting some of it, but I mean, a lot of it, honestly. Just from the trailers. Yeah, we didn't know what was going to be in it, but it was great.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to ask each of you the one moment that, and I'm sure there are many memories over the course of the last number of seasons. Is there one that you can pick out that you know will be burned into your memory bank forever?
I mean, the no hitters. Never thought I would actually throw a no hitter, and then to throw 2 in a row. I'll never forget that.
In Jackson?
Probably just winning all the state championships that we have. It just burned in there forever. There's not a specific moment that I can think of. Just being there with the guys is just what makes it enjoyable.
Jackson Fleeflet, Caden Hockett, congratulations.
Thank you.
We have the co-producers with us, Robert Wanek Jr. and Madison Nelson Gira. First of all, guys, congratulations. Did it look the same on the big screen as it did on the computer screen, which I'm sure you've watched dozens, if not hundreds of times?
Yeah, well, I spent about 3/4 of it sweating bullets up in the sound booth, but once it got done playing and the reception was felt a lot better with the product. It looked fantastic. Great venue.
It really felt good. Like we were sitting next to each other, we were sweating bullets, and we've seen this a million times, but it's different when there's 300 people in here. So we're really happy with how it turned out, and really happy for the community to come out on this.
So what was it like to see the looks on the guys' faces as they were watching it for the first time?
It's fun to see all the reactions. I was looking around during the documentary, especially when Jackson Fleeflet's things came on. I wanted to see his reception, and got a big laugh from everyone. And it's fun to see everyone's reaction, and it seems that everyone was happy with it. So.
And it makes everything worthwhile when you see those smiles and you see everything up on the big screen. And Joe was right. There's obviously, you guys mentioned maybe 100 hours each. It's very obvious when you watch it how much time you guys put into it. I understood the video stuff, but the music stuff too. There's a lot of music in it that had to be decided too.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up being quite a spectacle, and then when you combine that with the production that Three Borders put on, we knew when Joe Schreiner put on that Wahpeton ball cap, we knew it was going to be a night. So, yeah.
So we have to ask, what's next for you guys? Will there be a sequel to the Boys of Summer? What are your future plans? Because you obviously work very well together.
I'd like to do a sequel on it next year. I think we're kind of both in that train of thought right now. They're going to return most of the players, so it only makes sense. And win or lose, you saw the characters. So there's going to be a storyline. And we have some other things in the fold that we're going to keep a little close to the cuff.
Exactly right.
Or off the cuff.
Off the cuff, yeah. That's
right. Anything else you guys want to add here before we let you go?
Not really. Just thank you guys for helping us with this night. It was great for the community. And I hope it just serves and shows people how important and awesome Wahpeton baseball is.
Yeah, and one last thank you to NDSCS, because, again, this is a fantastic venue to screen a documentary.
Robert Wanek Jr., Madison Nelson Gira, co-producers of the Boys of Summer. We'll wrap things up when we come back here on the Three Borders Sports Network. right, it's been quite a night here at the Bremer Bank Theater and the Stern Cultural Center. We want to thank everybody that came out tonight, and we're going to wrap things up with Joe Schreiner, who emceed the event, and he is also the president of the Wahpeton Baseball Association. Been quite a night here, Joe.
Wow, what a night! You just watching the fans and everybody during the thing. I sat across from you in the aisle there, Rollie, and I know you and Juli were both intent watching it, and several times sitting up high there like we were, I looked across the crowd and everybody was intently watching it. So it was pretty cool to see all that.
Yeah, it was fun to see everybody's reaction when they saw it on the big screen. And Joe, you did a great job up on stage as MC tonight. You had everybody's attention. It was fun.
Well, I tried. It was tough there, especially when we had a little had to get some technical things figured out here for us, but we got it figured out, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's do the gritty. Let's get somebody up here to do that.
Funny you should say that. Yeah. I heard you can do the gritty.
No. Brian's the one.
Can he really? Yes, he is. I have actually seen.
It's on video. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we will end the program tonight. But just a lot of good things happening right now with the Wahpeton baseball program. I don't think people around the area realize how successful this program has really been.
Yeah, this documentary is going to kick everything into higher gear yet, Rollie. I think just the reaction of these boys and this team together, and how Coach Kappas has brought those guys along, and how they respect the game. You just don't beat it in a small town like this. So John Randall Field, again, is just a special place. You know that as well. And just going there and watching the ball game and just being part of that atmosphere is pretty wild.
We had the benefit of watching the premiere tonight in Bremer Bank Theater. And for those of you that were not able to come tonight, if you subscribe to the Three Border Sports Network, just hit the like button. You will get a notification when the documentary drops, and so you can watch it at that point. We're expecting in the next couple of weeks to a month, but all you have to do is subscribe, and then you'll get a notification that the documentary is airing.
All right, Brian, take off the headset. Can you, come on up here. Just get in the camera shot.
Come on.
Yeah, let's do the gritty, and then we'll wrap things up.
Have a sense of humor, bud. Let's go. Come on.
No? All right. What a shot from all of us. It's been a fun.
Well,
one more shot,
B-Dub.
One more shot on the gritty.
Can you do it?
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. From all of us at Three Border Sports Network.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year.